Hello, I'm your superhero critic, and I'll stay super as long as you stay awesome. And it's been a couple of months. I've been mentally not there all the way. I've had a lot of issues going on, and 2022 to 2023 have sucked. We'll put it that way. That being said, let's get into more Power Ranger stuff.
One of the biggest franchises to ever be a part of my life has always been Power Rangers, and August 28th marked the 30th year anniversary of this amazing franchise. So in honor of that amazing mark in history, Netflix and Saban worked together to put a special decades in the making. Now, one of the biggest things about this specific franchise is that most of the seasons are standalone series, and while most seasons would follow a different team of Rangers, the first 6 seasons would follow the same teenagers throughout change after change in their personal lives, which would be brought to a semi-close with the release of Once and Always. This special would reunite the original Ranger team from One Last Battle, well, sorta, since Amy Jo Johnson and Jason David Frank turned down the offers for personal reasons right before JDF's unfortunate death. And also, Austin St. John was indicted for fraud, so the 3 of their roles were simply archival footage, much like Trini, Zach, and Jason were in the middle of Season 2.
So, well, a month and a half late, this is Power Rangers Once and Always.
The special begins with a type-over talking about Rita's escape back in 1993 and how since then the world has been protected by Power Rangers, before we see that Billy is currently under attack by putties and the new Robo Rita before he morphs and he is saved by the other Rangers.
Oh, you brought friends. Now it's a race.
Just like creepy Uncle Donald, no one wants you here.
We then get an amazingly choreographed fight scene with great camera work and stunt fighting with Matrix-style slow-mo.
Your face? That's just a metal plating.
Rita then decides to show off her new powers, casting a spell towards Billy, but Trini jumps in the way, sacrificing herself.
Only 5 minutes in and we're already starting with the depression. This time, attacking my childhood. Holy crap.
Billy and Zach are now fighting over whether or not to tell Min Kwan that Rita killed Trini, her mother. Zach thinks she can't handle it because she's young, but Billy believes that she deserves the truth.
She needs to know that Rita Repulsa killed her mom.
Ooh, extremely bad timing.
We go to a year later and we see that Zach has become Min's guardian and they are preparing for a remembrance at the cemetery. But as they arrive, the others are already under attack by a Robo Snizzard and Robo Minotaur.
What? Absolutely no love for Robo Goat? You already had a half-robot monster in Rita's original line, and you don't go with it. What is wrong with you?
Snizzard shows off his new power as he traps Jason, Tommy, and Kim into their machine before forcing Billy and Zach to run because of being overpowered. The guys then argue with Min on letting her help, to which she shows how much she blames Billy.
Says the guy who caused all this. We all know that if it wasn't for you, my mom would still...
While harsh, she's really got a point. I don't understand the adult mindset that, children shouldn't learn or know about heavy related stuff like this, children are not as stupid as most adults think they are. And to imply it is kind of insulting to the child. And I'm with Billy on this one. She had a right to know.
On the moon, Rita realizes that she doesn't have enough power to run her device and hatches a plan. At the command center, Billy is beating himself up, and we get a flashback of Billy messing around with the Z-Wave particles in order to find Zordon, which is how Rita infects Alpha 8, leading to the events from the beginning of the special.
New body! Now, Rita Repulsa will reign again!
I need backup at the command center. It's Rita. I'll try to lure her outside, but hurry!
The alarm sounds to alert the Rangers about putties attacking civilians all over the world, showing us that the other Ranger teams are also active, and they activate the Bandora Protocol, alerting the teams of the attack, as Kat and Rocky respond by teleporting in.
1 minute, I'm helping out at JJ's junior karate camp, and the next I'm sneaking off to the bathroom to teleport. Seriously?
Here's where a lot of Power Ranger fans will hate me. I preferred Kat and Tommy over Kimberly and Tommy. Kimberly was always focused on her own mindset and her own career, and broke up with him with a Dear John letter. What kind of fucked up shit is that? Kat has been by his side the entire time, so it's only right that, Kat became his wife instead of Kimberly. I agree with it. I love the fact that they have little JJ. Rest in peace, Frank.
Min grabs her mother's morpher to go after putties, as Kat and Rocky are given duplicate power coins, and despite the dangers, they go straight into morphing to jump from...
All these years and they still sound like angry turkeys.
Then let's carve them up.
Thank fucking God someone finally said it. I've been thinking that since the 90s. Woo!
Minotaur and Snizzard go straight to go after the Rangers, but the Rangers end up overpowering them and save the civilians anyway. However, Minotaur tells the audience he's able to track them, and we get our cameo of Bulk and Skull.
Which?
Best cameo ever.
Alpha lets the Rangers know that Minotaur is tracking them, so they demorph and teleport to the command center, where Adam and Aisha are now working for Space Patrol Alpha, and they let them know that they are about 6 hours away from teleport range. While the group try to figure out a plan, Min is at the juice bar trying to be a hero, but when she tries to use the morpher, nothing happens.
Saber-tooth tiger!
Yeah, that thing's just as useless as mine. Look, Triceratops! Mine's so dead I don't even have the flashing lights.
While Min can fight and hold her own, she eventually is overpowered before Zack and Rocky teleport in and take the putties down. Back at the command center, Zack and Min have a heart-to-heart about the difference between justice and revenge, trying to show that he just wants what's best for her. The Rangers then head to the junkyard to spring a trap onto Snizzard and Minotaur, and after they morph, they easily fall for it.
Like your hairy friend said, a surprise.
Thanks. I hate it.
You're welcome.
Min does not understand why they don't just kill the monsters, to which Billy explains that's not within their plan and that's not how they do things. But the plan does include going invisible to sneak into Rita's palace.
Rita will never see.
Alpha, never stop being you.
The Rangers head to Rita, but Min sneaks off with the last invisibility thing before stealing the rad bug to take care of the monsters, saving a couple from the putties along the way. The morpher, however, still does not work, forcing her to face Rita alone and powerless. The Rangers then learn about Rita's real plan.
Timey-wimey stuff.
Rita then reveals her plan to give years of knowledge to her younger self. Billy then tries to stop her, but is quickly overpowered. Rita attempts to kill him, but Min takes the hit for him, being the selfish act that she needed for the coin to choose her, leading to an updated morphing call.
It's morphin' time!
Pterodactyl! Triceratops!
Saber-toothed tiger!
Tyrannosaurus!
I love the updated morphing call effects. Looks so much crisper than what it did in the 90s. And what can we say? With better technology comes better morphing call.
With a full team again, the Rangers begin fighting the putties, and that's when Robo-Rita uses her staff to make Snizzard grow, but Billy stabs his lance through Rita's chest, shutting her down. We then get an entirely CGI'd version of the Zord summoning sequence, as Billy takes Min to deal with this big Snizzard. And while I know the CGI is nowhere as bad as the CGI of other seasons, looking at you, Jungle Fury, or even the movie Zords, I still personally like the original look of the Dinozords more. It may be childhood nostalgia making it so I can't enjoy the CGI look, but something just feels off about the look, and meanwhile, the other Rangers strike down Minotaur very violently.
That was pretty...
I'll say that was kind of brutal. Like, holy fuck, Rocky!
We get the impromptu Zord battle while Robo-Rita reopens her portal, forcing Billy to summon the Power Sword to quickly end Snizzard's life. The Rangers then quickly go after Rita, taking the captured Rangers from her and ending it all once and for all.
It's for training.
Adam and Aisha arrive to take the mini Rangers to Aquitar to get them normal again. Everyone says their goodbyes, and our special ends at the juice bar, where Min apologizes for how she treated Billy, and the three of them just bond over smoothies, talking about Min's mom and the things that Trainee accomplished as a Ranger.
And that was Power Rangers Once and Always.
This may be my nostalgia goggles, but I feel like this special was a perfect way to handle the 30 years of Power Rangers. And while it does bring up more questions, such as how did Tommy get his Green Dragon powers back, or how they got the Dino coins working again after they were destroyed by Goldar in Season 3, it does provide a more of a story with our original team, and I feel like the one small downside is the lack of other teams having cameos during the special, like showing Morphed Rangers being captured during the Bandora Protocol scene. And of course, we cannot forget to mention the emotional Guitaro song and dedication to the Green and Yellow Rangers, which literally brought tears to my eyes as I watched it the first time. And I felt like it was a perfect ending to a great anniversary special.
I loved this special. It's a great way to wrap up 30 years of storytelling. And to be honest, I don't think they could have done it any other way. It was great from start to finish, had me at the edge of my seat, and it's one best way to connect Once and Always and the end of Dino Fury to lead into Cosmic Fury. It's honestly, I don't think I could have done it any better. If you're a Power Rangers fan, you'll enjoy this a lot. There's some nitpicks, but most of it is, under rose-colored glasses and ignored plot holes throughout the franchise. That being said, next week is Friday the 13th. So you know what that means. More Jason comics. And we'll finish what we started last time. That being said, thank you for watching. I'm your superhero critic, and I'll stay super as long as you stay awesome.